Hello, my name is Renee Selmeyer, and I'm going to be taking you through IAH 241E, the creative process. So, my job here at MSU is I teach theater, I teach scenic design, and so we're always dealing with the creative process. We do it in a very collaborative way, but nonetheless, we are using creativity. So, the objectives for this class are two things. I want to explore with you creativity and how you can use creativity in your life and in your career, whatever that may be. And I want to expose you a little bit more to creativity in theater and in theatrical design, and we're going to use that as a lens to view creativity through. So, the definition of creativity, there are thousands of definitions out there. I chose to sort of focus on a couple of them. But so the first one there is the use of imagination or original ideas, especially in the production of an artistic work. But creativity is not only used in art. A lot of times people will say, I'm not creative, and what they really mean is, I'm not artistic. And I don't even necessarily believe that a lot. We are artistic in ways once we sort of work on that and develop those skills. Research shows that creative thinking involves making new connections within the brain. So a lot of people will say that creativity is taking two ideas and merging them together in a way that nobody else has thought of yet. And Ken Robinson defines creativity as the process of having original ideas that have value. And I want you to challenge that word, that have value. Art can have value to you. Art that my 3-year-old does might not have value to somebody on the street, but it has value to them and it has value to me. So really think about that word value and break that down. So the textbook that we're going to be using is Twyla Tharp, The Creative Habit. This is a great book for anyone. Twyla Tharp is a dancer and choreographer. So she will often use the lens of dance in some of her explanations, but that's not the only thing that she's talking about. She really will help take us through a journey of finding our own creativity and exploring that inside ourselves and really getting to know where we are creative and how we can use our creativity. So everything in this class is going to be broken down into 1 week modules, and every week you will have an assignment due. So right here it shows all of the different assignments. I'm not going to go into those in too much detail. They are always due Sunday nights at 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So if you're in a different time zone right now, make sure to translate that because those assignments will close at 10 o'clock. And then points will be deducted for them not being on time. So there are a couple of assignments that I do want to point out. First one that I want to point out is the collage project. That is a creative project that you're going to do at home. So find some magazines, gather some imagery that you maybe want to use. I just don't want you to be surprised. You will need some sort of paper and glue stick and scissors, which was not included in your class list, but I'm hoping that you have those things laying around. The other assignment that I want you to sort of start thinking about now is the final project is a creative project that you will produce. Now, this can be a piece of art. This can be written poetry. This can be a song that you write or compose. Really, it's an open book as far as what you want to do. And the other large assignment that I want to talk to you about is we're going to do a critical response essay that we're going to write. And once you watch this video, I want you to go to video 1.2 where I'm going to talk to you about what that means and what the expectations for that critical response essay are. But once again, all of the projects except for that final project, which are due the final week of class, all of the assignments are always due 10 o'clock Sunday night. That doesn't mean that you should procrastinate. So one of the other elements that we're going to have weekly is we're going to have a weekly discussion post. Those are going to start sort of Monday morning. And again, they're going to be due Sunday night at 10 o'clock. So every week you're going to watch a video or read a blog post that's assigned to you, and you're going to write your response to that, your thoughts, your feelings, and ideas, things that you maybe learned from those videos. And then after you post your thread, you're going to respond to 2 other student threads. Again, all of that is due Sunday night at 10 o'clock. The third thing that you will have due every week is a weekly quiz. Again, due Sunday night at 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So when we're going through our lectures, our PowerPoint video lectures, I'm going to pose some thoughts that I want you to reflect on and write down. I would suggest just getting a journal, and you can for the class, you can write down all your responses in that journal, and then you are going to go ahead and write those responses in the quiz. Those quizzes are not timed, and most of them are for your own reflection, your own growth, not necessarily to make sure you have the right answers. Some of the design-specific lectures, you will have more recollection type quiz where you're recalling the facts that you've been given and the information that you've been given. But the majority of those quizzes are reflective thoughts. So for this week, for the first week, part of your reflection is, so go ahead and get out a piece of paper and write down, what is creativity? What does it mean to you? When you get done with that, and you can go ahead and pause right here on the video, I want you to write down, are you creative? Do you consider yourself a creative person? And in what ways are you creative? And then the third question in this section is, how will creativity benefit you in your career? So I want you to sort of think about that, how you can use creative thought in your future. So again, all of these things are due on Sunday, July 5th. So go ahead and complete your quiz, and then you're going to want to read chapters 1, 2, and 3 in The Creative Habit. Complete the assignment for the week, which is your creative autobiography, and participate in that first discussion post. So when you're looking at your creative autobiography in the book, and there's a little more description in the assignment tab of D2L, what I want you to remember is that I'm not grading you on your achievements. I just want you to explore your own creativity and think about where your skills lie. We often get so caught up in life that we don't really even think about the things that we're good at, the things that make us who we are. And this idea of creativity is something that employers really are looking for in people, is this independent thinking, the imaginative thinking. So really dive into what you are, how you're creative, and explore some of those thoughts. Before Sunday, before this week is over, I also need you to watch video 1.2, which is about theme in theater, and it's going to sort of take you through what the expectations are for you when you are writing that creative response essay. So go ahead and look at that one as well, okay?